Hello and welcome to the second episode of our Inter save on Championship Manager 01-02, coming off a 1-0 win over Udinese, which we were really happy with. Now, in the last episode, I was looking for the world transfers and I found it. So here we go. If we go to our year and have a look at the transfers that have happened so far, we've had Sabri Lamucci move to Lyon. We've had Karadeniz Gokdeniz move from Trabzonspor to Besiktas. Stephen Carr moving from Tottenham to Sunderland. And the big one for me, Dennis Bergkamp moving from Arsenal to Bayern Munich for the princely sum of £6.25 million. So it was definitely a different time back, then, and throwing back to our £20 million £20 million transfer budget. Fair bit of money. It should get us quite some way into this season. Now, to catch up on what's been going on in the interim, the Intercontinental Cup final has happened. With Bayern beating Boca 4-1. If we go into that match, Carlos Tevez scored the first goal. Then Nick Bedisso with an own goal only 4 minutes later. Ziraberto with a brace and Alba scoring a goal in between those. Now, Ziraberto absolutely lit up this match. Rating of 10, 2 goals. Mikhail Ballack, Dennis Bergkamp was starting up front. Bayern are a team to be scared of in European competition. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Now, if we have a look at our Serie A results, since last time we were there, Juve and Inter Milan, AC Milan even, played out a 1-0 game with Juve taking the win. And if you take a look, it was pretty competitive, little bit one-sided. The passing was better for Juve, but check it out, Rivaldo sent off. Now, in taking a look, let's see if that was two red cards or a straight red. So he hasn't got. So he's picked up a yellow there. So what did he get sent off for? Here we go. So corner kick. Nedved was punched in the face by Rivaldo and he was sent off. Rivaldo was given a right hook right onto Nedved's jaw and gone. Rubbed out. Let's see what 7-match ban. Whoa. Good night. The 29-year-old. That's a big suspension. Crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. The Coppa Italia draw has occurred since our last recording. So we've drawn Catania with the first leg at home, being played at the Giuseppe Meazza, and there's been a few friendlies as well, which have absolutely zonked our squad again. Cannavaro, Materazzi, and Vieri played in a 2-1 win over Holland. Nothing really to note of here. Materazzi coming on very late in the game. Cannavaro and Vieri both coming on as substitutes. Not too much else to notice. In all honesty. Then the Turkey game, we've had Emre and Okan play. Okan picking up the man of the match, which was fantastic. Finally, the Argentina match have put Colombia to the sword with a 5-0 win. Julio Arca, who is a force to be reckoned with for Sunderland in CMO 102, has picked up the man of the match. Not too much to really take note of there. Obviously, big win. However, down the bottom here, Nelson Vivas, Inter Milan player, injured. Fortunately, we're not going to lose him for too long. He'll only be out for another 10 days. So, pretty happy with that. Actually expecting him back earlier than that. That was on the 5th of September. It's now the 9th. So, he's probably got another 6 days to go on that injury. having a look at our fixtures. If you remember, we had a weird friendly against San Jose, squeezed between the Udinese and Torino game. I've given that the nix. I've said, look, guys, we're not flying back to the US between games. Just not worth it. So now we're up against Torino in the second game of our season. Let's take a look at their squad. Cristiano Lucarelli, Marco Ferrante, Simone Vegasola. Just having a look through to see if there's anyone here who could pose any significant issues for us. I'm not thinking it's going to be too bad. Let's have a look at the stats. See, 3 assists, 6 goals. Wow. So they played Tristina in their last game. Playing attacking. They've got some wing backs coming up. Pretty flat 4 in the middle and the 2 up front. All right. Let's wait for this to play through. Matchday 2, of course, of the Serie A. So Atalanta with the 2-0 win over Brescia. Cristiano Doni getting man of the match on 1 goal. Fausto Rossini with the second goal there. Whoa. First 10 minutes and the last minute of the game. That's a little bit heartbreaking when that happens to you. Empoli with a 1-0 win over Chievo. Anything to take? Agostini, man of the match. Rocky with the goal. Modena 1 and to Regina's 2. Colucci, man of the match with a goal. On the losing side, pretty rare to see that. David Di Michele and Francesco Cozza, both with goals for Regina. Paredes. Carlos Paredes. I'm not sure if this is the Paredes that I'm thinking of. I don't know how many Paredeses there are in world football. I'm sure there's plenty. Perugia with the 3-2 win over Piacenza. Giovanni Tedesco with the goal and the man of the match. Roberto Baronio and Fabrizio Miccoli, hello, with goals as well. For Piacenza, you've got Gianahia Montano with the goal and Dario Hubner with a goal also. Any sendings off? Anything to particularly take note of there? No. And Roma 0 to Bologna 1. Salou Lassisi taking man of the match. Looks like the goalkeeper here. Is that an I? Pagliuca in goal there for Bologna. Looks like he's absolutely saved them. Thomas Locatelli with a 4. It's very disappointing. Montella, Vincenzo Montella has missed a penalty also in the 36th minute. That would have been an absolute game changer, and Bologna have scored with their 1 shot on target. Wow, you'd have to say that the Romans were pretty unlucky there. Moving on, we're playing in the evening fixture against Torino. Let's see how we go now. They're playing, obviously they're playing an attacking game. We've had to put Vivas on the sidelines for this game because of his injury. We might actually change this team up, seeing Vieri there on the bench. We'll stick with Toldo in goal. He's an amazing keeper. Zanetti and Coco as wing backs, Cannavaro and Cordoba in the middle. I'm still happy with that. Serena's got a bit of versatility, so happy to keep him as the only wing back on the bench. Now looking at our midfielders, let's bring Del Mar on. Let him get into the game. Di Biagio was extremely good in the last game, so happy to keep him in. Julie had a disappointing game. He's got good morale. Emre, Emre, I do like Emre a lot. Look, we'll give Gooley another go as a starter. And having a look. All right, so let's drop Cologne to the bench. Let's bring in Christian Vieri. We'll take off Obafemi Martins and put on Alvaro Recoba. Gives us some options going forward. Pretty happy with that as a lineup. Before we go into the game, we'll just double check our instructions. Yes, of course, happy with attacking direct hard, pressing. Let's take them off for now. I'm pretty sure that we're the away team here, so let's play as such. We're going to play a little bit. We should be able to take the game to them. We probably don't want to give them too much time on the ball. We still want our defenders to come up and play a little bit higher. Normal, I want to avoid some cards if I can. Let's pop that on normal as well, just to see how this game plays out to begin with. And also quickly, let's have a look at our long shots. Let's try and see if we can put in another free kick taker. Long shots, finishing. It's got to be Christian Vieri. Absolutely. Every day of the week. Vieri. Happy with that. Okay. Into the game we go. Torino, how are you starting? So they're going to keep a flat back four, going to bring the wingers up into attacking wide attackers, playing normal short, so we should be able to press them. Let's just make sure those tactics match up. Short pressing offside. All right. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Conceição, the hero from game 1 of the season. Oh, Jorge Hernan Crespo. Interesting to see how this game's playing out. It's end-to-end stuff. Straight offside, so the offside trap is working. We're getting beaten down the wings a little bit from the looks of this. Zanetti picking up a card already is a bit of a worry, so let's have a look at our passing short. I'm still happy with that. Tackling, easy. Yes, let's keep that as it is. Pressing, let's press on the wings. So we want, no, not Zanetti. We want Conceição, Gooley. We want Zanetti and Coco, so we do have that going for us at the moment as well. Forward runs, Conceição, no. Gooley, no. We have the two forwards making runs. Oh, this is going to be... No, we seem to be exposed on the wings, so we're gonna lack those forward runs. Let's get Zanetti and who am I looking for? Di Biagio moving in the middle, which we've got there. We'll get Crespo running with the ball as well. Probably Zanetti and Coco as the wing backs bombing forward. We'll even pull them up a little bit. Holding up the ball in the middle of the pitch, happy with that. Long shot should be no one, through balls on the wings. Let's take the area off through balls. Marking, I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Oh, and we may go attacking. I think that might help us. Speaking of, I've just seen something. Let's put Zanetti on easy to try and avoid a second yellow for as long as we can. Torino are attacking, absolutely. Alright. Let's see how this plays out. DiBiagio as well with a yellow. Both CDMs yellow cards, that's a worry. Ferrante's missed some gilt-edged chances here. Alright, we're going to move this defensive, we're going to counter-attack. Still going to play the offside trap, we're still going to play direct. We need to change DiBiagio to easy as well. I also want to check, that's Marco Ferrante, not Michael Ferrante, who is an Australian player, playing at the Del Alpi as well. This is back when Juventus and Torino shared a stadium. And the referee. Alright, we can check the referee stats in the competition page a little bit later, but he seems to be super harsh on the away team. Wow, hey, they have dominated us in this first half, it feels like. So 2 shots on, 2 shots off to our 1 and 1. Equal amount of corners, equal amount of free kicks. We've had more throw-ins. We've committed a lot more fouls. Offsides, they have had a ton. The offside trap is working a treat for us. Tackles, we're not winning our tackles either. That's brutal. Is there anyone really tearing us apart? Semense, Lucarelli, Fergusola, Ferrante with headers, shots, Ferrante again. I'm not sure if man marking is really going to help us in this situation. I don't want to pull players out of position. Lucarelli, Ferrante. Do I really want to lock one of them? Do I want to lock them down? Tackling, I'm going to move to easy because we're giving away far too many free kicks. Got a little bit of sort of a gegenpress set up here with offside traps, counter-attacking and pressing. We're giving a hard time. We shouldn't be giving them any time on the ball. Alright, I'm going to go back to pulling them back. Still going to keep the 2 strikers up front. I'm okay with that. Let's see how we go. Genuinely nothing is happening. Seem to have locked the game down. We need to change this because we need a goal. Alright, let's go back to attacking. Let's cut off the counter-attack. Okay, we're 65 minutes in. So, thinking Gouli for Emre. He's probably our best change. Cordoba's running out of steam a little bit, but he's got a decent rating. DiBiagio is the one who's letting us... I say letting us down, it's a relative statement. Let's put in Almeida for DiBiagio, and let's pull on... Let's bring Emre on. Okay. Yes, I'm happy with that. Let's go. Taking control of the possession over the last 5 minutes. Ooh. Free kick. Oh, Cannavaro. Ah. Trying to pass it into the net. Come on, Zanetti. Oh, Crespo again. Penalty. 88th minute penalty, Christian Vieira. Here we go. He scored. What a champion. All right. We're bringing the troops back here. I'm expecting Torino to come at us with all guns blazing. Let's bring Crespo in. We'll take Crespo up front when the attacks start, just to give us something else to kick to. All right, we want to go super defensive. We want to go tackling easy. We want to press. No, we want men behind the ball. We want to counter attack. I still want to use the offside trap. I'm not sure if offside trap and men behind ball work well in conjunction with each other, but philosophically they might. Let's see what happens. 1 minute. Can we hold on? Yes. We've shut the game down. That is a 1-0 win to Inter, and we are 1-0 to the Inter. So 3 on target, 2 off target, and we shut Torino down in that second half. They did not get a shot on goal. Having Galante with the man of the match and a rating of 8. Pretty impressive there. Key tackles, key passes even, come from Lucarelli, and we really did shut them down in that second half. They've done very little to change this game. Inter on the other hand, passes not too much. Just looking at Crespo, there's a lot of passes there from Crespo, and he hasn't completed his, what's that? That's about 50% completion rate on his passes. Conceição's the same. I'm guessing there's a few crosses in there. Cordoba, great. Look at that though. 2 shots on target. Or 2 shots, 2 on target from Vieri. 3 shots, 1 on target from Crespo. I don't know where that leaves us. Later scores, obviously it was only us to play this evening. And we've moved ourselves up to 3rd behind Atalanta and Bologna. Lazio, Perugia, Empoli and Piacenza all suffering with that second game of ours. So only teams to still have a 100% win record are those top 3. Absolutely magnificent. Let's continue the game. And look, I think we might leave it there, to be honest. So thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, please leave them down below. And until tomorrow, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.